Hey folks, welcome into the live broadcast today, and to all of you that will watch the replay. If you're someone that is interested in learning how to start, build, and grow a successful voiceover business, you are in the right spot. I talk to tons of people every month, every year in regards to building their voiceover businesses, and there is definitely some things that folks need to know in order to be successful. And there are a ton of things that people, self included, back in the early days, do completely wrong. So I come to you guys every Tuesday and Thursday, right around 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. I get kind of antsy, right? When it's approaching the top of the hour like it is now, I get kind of antsy and I'm sitting here and I'm like, I'm just pressing go live and we're going live. So I appreciate all of you for coming into the broadcast this morning. Go ahead and let me know who you are. Give me a little shout out in the chat there, and I will definitely acknowledge all of you that come in. What's up, Storm? How you doing? Glad to have you in the house. So the title of this broadcast, should you even be on Fiverr as a voiceover artist? And it's crazy that in 2019 we still are having this conversation. Storm is in my master class, one of my students there. And last night we were having a little conversation about this, and also about Anthony Pica, who's been one of my clients for years now, is making an exorbitant amount of money on Fiverr as a VO. We're not talking about $5 gigs here. We're talking about multiple thousands of dollars a month. I'm not talking 1, 2. I'm not even talking 3, 4. I'm talking more than that every single month consistently. And so on the call that I had with my masterclass folks last night, we talked about bringing Anthony Pica onto our weekly broadcast that we do for the folks that are in my masterclass. And by the way, if you want to know how to get in the masterclass, I'm sure there's a link around here somewhere about how to work with me, so you can do that. So Anthony is actually coming into our masterclass next Monday, and is going to be telling us some of the great things about working on Fiverr. And he is a top-rated seller on Fiverr and is making a ton of money on Fiverr. So when we talk about, and I'll never forget when I first kind of popped onto the scene about 3-4 years ago in the coaching space. I'm looking forward to it too, Storm. When I first popped onto the scene about 3-4 years ago into the coaching space, there was all of this rigmarole, just this, visceral hate about voice actors going over to Fiverr and doing work on Fiverr. You're going to cheapen the industry. You're going to lower rates for everybody. You're going to la, 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 la. Do you know people are still talking that madness about Fiverr? I've even had other coaches say, well, we don't really want to affiliate with you because you've talked about Fiverr in a way that we really don't, the industry doesn't really agree with it. I don't care that you talk about it, but I don't want to get ostracized from the rest of the industry. And so here's the thing. Fine, cool, have your opinion, do what it is that you want to do. But if you want to make your money however it is that you're going to make your money. And there's nothing wrong with Fiverr. Fiverr is just a platform for doing business. And so many people look at Fiverr as something there's something wrong with it. And it's probably because of the name Fiverr. And when they first started out, they had stuff where, you had to offer stuff for $5. For voiceover artists, it's not that. You charge what you want to charge. Look, if you want to charge $5, God bless you. If you want to charge $500, God bless you. And anywhere in between or above, it does not matter. Fiverr is simply a platform to do business, period. And how you conduct your business is completely and totally, utterly up to you. And to have voice actors out here, coaches and the like, and all of them, with their noses in the air about people doing business on Fiverr, just basically here, you can tell them, for me, go to hell, period. Because there's too much proof in the pudding that Fiverr is a valid place to do voiceover work. It just comes down to your business acumen as far as how you're going to conduct that business and what end of the pool you want to swim in. Do you want to swim in the shallow, cheap end, or do you want to go into the deep and really make some money? It's completely up to you where it is that you want to focus your business and how it is that you want to operate that. But I know this is never, ever going to be the last word on Fiverr, but I'm saying if Fiverr is something that you want to do, go do it. So now let me add on some more to this here. It's interesting to me that, very interesting actually, as I scratch the baldness of my head and feel the stubble. It is very interesting to me that voice actors so many times are all over the map when it comes to sales and marketing, how they're going to market, where they're going to market, the platform they're going to use, or whatever. One of the biggest mistakes I see from so many people is the chasing squirrels. Oh, there's a squirrel. Oh, there's another squirrel. And what I mean by that is someone will come out with a product or a plan or a marketing strategy, and you'll follow that because we don't know any better, right? So we're trying to learn, which is all good. But we pick up something from this coach one week, the next 2 weeks go by, we pick up something from another coach. Oh, let me try Fiverr. Oh, let me try voices.com. Oh, let me try Voice Bunny. Oh, let me try it. And I'm going to tell you flat out, you need to cut it out. You need to stop. You are hurting yourself and spreading yourself way too thin. The way to master anything is to become a master. There's no other way. The way to master anything is to become a master. You don't see martial artists taking 3 different styles. They're not taking Kung Fu and taking, Gojin Ryu and taking Muay Thai, or you study a discipline. And that's what you do. Because if you don't, you're not good at anything. And this comes down to also your sales and marketing and the platforms that you use. And so here's why I'm saying, pick a strategy and own it. Pick a strategy and go all in on that strategy. Pick a platform, go all in on that platform. Don't water down your efforts by doing multiple things. One of the biggest thing that I teach is direct email marketing. That is the thing that I'm known for. It's the thing that I'm good at. It's the thing that I know. And so when people ask me things about Fiverr, I'm not the guy you want to talk to. Yeah, I could blow Fiverr up, but I don't. But I know Anthony Pica has. So it's like, if you want to know Fiverr, here, go over to Anthony Pica and learn Fiverr, dig into it, give yourself a year or two, and you'll be fine. Most people don't have that level of patience because we want it all now. But it's also the reason why it's taking people longer and longer and longer to succeed, because you're chasing squirrels every other month. You're chasing coaches every other month. You're chasing platforms every other month. Now you've got this big kit and caboodle of coaches and opinions and platforms and strategies and marketing. And all of this stuff is driving you insane. And I know it is. If there's one person that will watch this live stream, if there's one person that will watch the recording of this and go all in on just one thing. And here's the thing. Go all in on one genre. Go all in on one platform. Go all in on one marketing strategy. Give yourself a year. Because if you don't, and you try and do all of these things and chase all these squirrels, you're putting it out 5 to 10 years. And I'm not telling you what I think, I'm telling you what I know, because I did it. I've been in this industry since 2007, 6, somewhere in there. It's been over 10 years, and I did all that bullshit. Stop doing that. Define who it is that you are. Define what the strategy is you're going to use. Use that strategy and put your blinders on and stop listening to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. If you're following another coach other than me right now, stop following me and follow the coach that you're paying. Follow their strategy. Follow what they're telling you to do. And if you don't like it, and if there's something you think is wrong with it, be an adult and make the decision to move on. But you can't make that decision in 3 months. You can't make that decision in 6 months. It's going to take you at least a year of digging in. We chase all of these squirrels, and this isn't just in the voiceover industry, it's in any industry that's out there. People chasing so many things. Nobody's talking in the chat. You guys must be like intently listening to my rant. That I just realized I've been on a rant for about 10 minutes now. But I want to help. I love you guys so much. I love you, and I know the struggles. I know the pain. My laptop is about to fall off of my desk. All right. So you want to know the secret to all of this? Stop chasing the squirrels. Double down on what you're doing. Double down on one strategy. It just pick it. All of them will work. Don't worry about which one will work faster or which one is. Pick one that is you feel it in your gut. Like you feel this in your gut, and go all in on it. I see there are. I don't belong to any voiceover groups at all, and I haven't followed anyone on YouTube or anything like that for about more than 2 years now. I just cut it all out because it was too much noise. There was, man, some of you guys belong to every Facebook group for voiceover that there is, and you're following all of this stuff, and you're looking at the things that people are posting, and you're chasing this and you're chasing that. You're going here, you're going there. People are complaining. They're asking, hey, is anybody on Voice Bunny? How does that work? And the same person a week later, hey, is anybody on voices.com? How does that work? Can somebody tell me how to do? You will never become an expert or a master at anything that you don't put significant time and effort into. That not only applies to your voiceover, your ability and your talent in voiceover. This applies to your business in every area. And if you don't choose something to master, you will be a master of nothing. You'll know a little bit about a lot of stuff. And here's the thing. Bruce Lee had a saying, and I've been hearing this over and over again, so now I think I need to say it. Bruce Lee, famous quote, "Don't fear the man that knows 1,000 kicks. Fear the man that has practiced one kick 1,000 times." That's mastery. That's mastery. Stop looking at all the different things you can do. Pick one and master it. That's my rant for this Tuesday morning. Any questions? I'll hold on here for a moment. As I always say, if you have a question, type in real quick, "I have a question, Earl," and then hit enter and then go back and type your question, because at least that way I'll know it's coming. Because if you start typing in your question, I may be gone by the time you type in your question. So let's start there. I hope this made sense, and I hope I kind of feel like I went kind of deep in on this, and I want to make you think about the things that you're doing. See, this is beyond tips and tricks. This is beyond, strategy and all that stuff. This is who you are as an individual and what it is that you're going to master, what it is that you're going to be known for. I mentioned Anthony Pica earlier. He's coming into my masterclass next Monday and talking to folks about Fiverr. And here's the thing. When I had the conversation with Anthony a couple of months ago, okay, good night, VO. You've got a question. Go ahead and type it in. I'll hang on. So we had a conversation, and I was, he was telling me what happened and why he got so good at Fiverr. And it became because he got pissed. He was doing well on Fiverr about a year or so ago. And this has all happened within the first year, the last year, where he's blown up. He's a top rated seller, making thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars every month on this platform. And he said, "Earl, I was making good money. I went on vacation. I came back and I took my vacation notification off, and there was no work coming in. Like a week or two went by. It's like it was dribbling in, and I was used to getting, a ton of work, and it stopped." or he wasn't getting a ton of work. He was just really starting to grow. And he said, I took my laptop, sat down on the floor, lay down on the floor, and I said, I'm not moving until I figure this out. Mastery. It was mastery of one objective, of one thing to do. He didn't hire a coach to do it. He figured it out. Figured it out. So, all right. So, Goodnight VO is saying, what is your conversion rate for direct email marketing? When you say conversion rate, are you talking about open rate? Are you talking about closing sales? What is it that you're talking about? Because it can be very different. I'm thinking you're thinking about booking work. Like, I just started sending out an email thing. I've booked 3 jobs in the past week from email marketing after sending out about 200 emails, but those were like immediate jobs that needed to get done. And then there's stuff coming later because everybody says, we've got some stuff coming. We don't have everything right now. Stay in touch. So there's a whole strategy around staying in touch. And I went over that. I'm looking at my cell phone to see what just came in. I was looking at that yesterday in our masterclass, and I was telling people some of the things that they need to do right now. All right. And here's the other thing, my biggest jobs, over $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 in one shot have come from email marketing. Sure, I get to $300, $500, $700, $900 jobs all the time. But the conversion rate, here's it. When I read into questions that people ask me, because it's like when you're talking about a conversion rate, everything, when it comes to email marketing, many strategies, it's a numbers game. So if you're only sending out 10 emails a week, that's not a really big deal. If you're sending out 100 emails a week, that's a big deal. And here's the other thing, and I've been teaching this for years. Marketing is every day. There is no days off from marketing, whether you're sending emails or whatever it is. And I have all of my stuff automated, so it serves me well. But what I do today, there will be nothing that comes from that before the next 90 days happens. So if I send out 100, 500 emails today through an automated process that I have, I'll expect results 90 days down the road. And so if tomorrow comes and I don't do anything, that means I just put myself off another 90 days for anything happening. And all I have to rely on is what I did yesterday that may come to fruition in the next 90 days. So every day you don't market using an email marketing strategy, every day you don't market, you're basically pushed it 90 days out from the day that you start again. So you could send out an email today, 90 days down the road, there's going to be a couple of things that come in between now and the next 90 days. And if I don't market for another week, I've just tacked on, what is 7 times 90? Do you understand what I'm saying? I've just tacked another year and a half onto me getting more work. I know the numbers inside and out. And so this is why I say either you're going to double down on a strategy, whether it's going to be email marketing, whether it's going to be Fiverr, whatever the platform is, when you double down, the things come. And that's why when Anthony was telling me his story about he got pissed, he got mad, I'm going to figure this out is what he said. And he did. He mastered it because he took whatever action he needed to take in order to master it. So let's see, Barbara, the power of focus and clarity. Yep. Thank you, Barbara. Good night, VO. I think I answered that question for you. Doesn't look like anyone else said they have a question. So I thank everyone for watching me today. Feel free to share this video out if you feel it's going to be pertinent for other VOs that you know. I'd appreciate it. Don't go into other Facebook groups and share this. That's just wrong. Don't go into another coach's Facebook group and share my stuff. That is wrong to do. But if you want to share it on your personal page or Twitter or whatever, feel free. And I definitely thank you for it. So I want to thank you guys for watching B Doggy 45. It'll be up in just a second. I'm about to go off. But thanks so much for watching today, guys. I hope you have an awesome and amazing Tuesday, and rest of your week. I'll be back on Thursday, hopefully, unless something comes up. I'll be back on Thursday, same time, same bat channel. Love you guys. You take care.